Good morning, children. So, today we will start with lecture number 25. New chapter, that is chapter number 9. What is the title of the chapter? The Freedom Movement of 57 AD. Right? The Freedom Movement. Acha, children. This thing you have studied in standard 7th in deep. But before starting this chapter, let me give some introduction. Now see, after 1613, that is called when British came to India, formally they came here as a traders. You know that. They came here as a traders. Time passed. And after almost spending in India almost 120 to 25 years, they became well conservant with the happenings in India. कि भारत में उस समय क्या कुछ हो रहा था. दुर्भाग्य की बात पहली ये है कि उस वक्त हमारा जो हिंदुस्तान है, हमारा जो भारत है, वो छोटे बड़े राजा रजवाड़े में बटा हुआ. Each and every small and big kings almost had their narrow selfish interest. They had their narrow selfish interest. British understood this situation perfectly within the span of 100 and 120 years. They perfectly understood what is the basic lying in India. And the people once upon a time who came as a traders dreamed to rule India. Understood? They dreamed to rule India. India was called land of plenty. भारत एक सोने की चिड़िया. But because of small kings and all these things distributed into small kingdoms and big kingdoms, lack of unification, lack of unity among kings, constant fightings and intrigues, साजिशें. आप लोग कई सीरियल देखते हैं, कई पिक्चरें देखते हैं, बताते हैं घर में साजिश होती है, राजगादी के लिए कितने कितने खून बहते हैं, कितनी कितनी बड़ी बड़ी साजिशें हो रही है. इतना पढ़ लो. Hardly you will find any example son succeeds a father rightfully, वरना तबाही होती है. राइट? सो इसीलिए ये सब परिस्थिति का फायदा उठा के ब्रिटिश जो ट्रेडर्स के रूप में आए थे हिंदुस्तान, वो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता हमारी पॉलिटिकल मैटर्स में राइट, they started to interfere in our political matters. Now what happened? As this thing happened, time passed. The event of Battle of Plassey came. Battle of Plassey was followed by Battle of Buxar. बैटल ऑफ बक्सर के बाद उन लोगों ने हिंदुस्तान में अपना पगडंडा जमा दिया. उन लोग ने हिंदुस्तान को अपना बना लिया. Now they were not interested in trading activity, they were interested in looting activities, because in Battle of Plassey and Buxar you have studied. After losing Battle of Buxar, British got the right to collect revenue. If I am not wrong, this is the point. When Battle of Buxar, British won the battle, and as a result, they got the right to collect revenue from Bihar, Bengal and Orissa. उसके बाद they have left no stone unturned. By hook or crook, they wanted India to bring under their foot. And in all the lessons I have made you to study, after passing of in England, right? रेगुलेटिंग एक्ट पास हुआ था और उससे एक नुमाइंदा आता था, रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आता था, जो बनता था हिंदुस्तान का गवर्नर, गवर्नर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया. Every governor enjoyed the tenure of 5 years. What was his work? Expansion. Sirf expansion. Nothing else. And after Battle of Buxar, within a span of 60 to 70 years, whole independent India came under the foothills of British government. Means East India. गुलाम हो गया पूरा हिंदुस्तान. Not only India, even undivided India, Pakistan, Burma, Bangladesh, all these things. पूरा शासन जमा रखा था. Right? By hook or crook, by introducing different policies. You have studied subsidiary alliance system. You have studied policy of annexation and what not. Finally, whole India in the beginning of 19th century came under British rule. Right? Now, our kings suddenly woke up from the very deep sleep. They found themselves sitting on an island where everywhere was water, nowhere to escape. Where, right? Everything was lost. Now they realized how they were befooled by British. And now, slowly, they started to get active. And hence, they wanted their lost kingdom back. And hence, as this topic is connected to that, we can say, first revolt against British East India Company, that is called British government, 1857 AD. Right? Acha. Revolt failed, we all know this. But this revolt made the path for the future generation to succeed and make India independent from the clutches of white government, from foreigners in coming days. So, this is the first struggle of independence against foreign rule. That is called Revolt of 1857. Understood? What is my title? The Freedom Movement of 1857, which is rightly said as the Revolt of 1857. Okay, children? Acha, before starting this, let us examine the past data, why this revolt took place. What was the reason behind this revolt? Understood? So let us see why revolt took place. Why the birth of nationalism? Okay? Let us see. What is my topic? Outbreak of revolt of 1857. Outbreak of the revolt of 1857 AD. Means C. Why this revolt took place? Outbreak of the revolt of 1857. Okay, now let us start with our social and religious reasons. Reason number one, social and religious. Reason. What was the social and religious reason for the revolt? Number one, the social reforms by the company made people feel insecure and suspicious. As I told you in last session, Lord Dalhousie introduced some policies. Barabar છે, some reform, all these things. William Bentinck also introduced number of things. But as India was uneducated at that time, there was no literacy in India. So superstition, blind belief, casteism, and what not, ignorance prevailed in Indian society at that time. So, no doubt, I'm not supporting British reforms, but some reforms were good enough. But still, these reforms were also not taken into consideration. We were totally blind against the foreign government. जो अच्छा था वो भी हमने उसको इग्नोर कर दिया. Understood? So let us see, right? The policy number one. The policy of social reforms by the company made. The policy made by the company for social reforms made the people of India insecure and suspicious, right? Matlab, they did not welcome even the good things which took place in India. They felt that the government was trying to convert them into Christianity. They were afraid that the government were trying to convert them into Christianity. Right? Christi. Christianity, right? They thought that British are here to destroy our culture. हमारी सभ्यता को खत्म करने के लिए वो लोग आए थे. They are here to destroy our culture. Right? A larger section of society was orthodox at that time. Right? the larger section of society, larger section of society was orthodox at that time. So they were not ready to accept the changes taking place, changes in society. Right? They were not ready to accept the change taking place in society. Many people joined freedom movement to sustain. Thus, many people joined the freedom movement to protect socio-culture of their own. मतलब वो अपनी आइडेंटिटी गंवाना नहीं चाहते थे, इसीलिए उन लोग ने फ्रीडम मूवमेंट को सपोर्ट किया. राइट? सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट रीजन. Right? Social and religious freedom. Because of illiteracy, orthodoxness, right? Ununderstanding. Thousands of factors played the vital role in not accepting the good reforms which was brought by British government. Right? Out of 100 reforms. Okay, 95 was negative, but 5 was positive. 100 रिफॉर्म्स में से 95 रिफॉर्म्स अगर झूठ होते हैं तो 5 तो सच्चे होंगे ना, 5 तो बेनिफिट करते होंगे ना. वो भी उसको नहीं एक्सेप्ट करना था. क्या को? बिकॉज ऑफ ऑर्थोडॉक्सी, बिकॉज ऑफ नैरो माइंडेडनेस, कास्टिज्म, क्लासिज्म, इलिटरेसी. इंडिया वॉज डिवाइडेड इनटू दिस शैलो पैचेस. इसीलिए हमारी आजादी 1857 में मुमकिन नहीं थी, वरना ये सब नहीं होता ना. पाकिस्तान 1857 को आजाद हो गया होता. और एक बात भी, मैं हिस्ट्री के अगेंस्ट नहीं हूं बेटे. आई एम सो टीचर एंड माय एक्सपीरियंस सेज आई हैव नेवर रेड द फर्स्ट रिवॉल्ट ऑफ इंडियन इंडिपेंडेंस. टाइटल ही मैंने पढ़ा है अपनी जिंदगी में. मैं किसी को क्रिटिसाइज नहीं करता, लेकिन सच्चाई ये है जो आप 7th में पढ़े हो, अभी मैं पढ़ाऊंगा. each and every kings, jagirdars, zamindars, they individually fought for their selfish interest. I repeat, they individually fought for their selfish interest. किसी को कानपुर चाहिए था, किसी को दिल्ली का तख्त चाहिए था, किसी को ग्वालियर चाहिए था, किसी को पुणे चाहिए, को हिंदुस्तान नहीं चाहिए था. आया समझ में? Someone wanted Jhansi, someone wanted Jagdishpur, someone wanted Kanpur. Right? Fight was going for Alwar and Mewar. Understood? No one fought for India. I hope you understand. Understood? No one fought for India because of this selfish, narrow interest. India turned into a slaved nation. Understood? You will never ever find a word any of the noble or princes or kings fought for India. They fought for their individual patch, for their individual kingdom. And British knew the policy of divide and rule. उसको बहुत अच्छी तरह आता था कैसे दो लोग को लड़ाओ और अपनी हुकूमत जारी रखो. They became quite powerful in this system. So finally, after studying all these incidents, we are supposed to study last incident as a failure of revolt of 1857. That is reality. Understood? Because there was no unification among kings. There was no unity among kings. वरना तो रिजल्ट कोई अलग ही होता. कोई बात नहीं. Second topic, economic reasons. Right? Economic reasons. वोट की जरूरत ही नहीं है, सब कुछ लूट चुका था. क्या मैं बताऊं आपको? The aim of the British was to bring prosperity to England at the cost of India. As a result, more of the sections of Indian society became poor. The landlords and the peasants lost their land and participated in the revolt. Right? England became rich at the cost of India. At the cost of India. Right? Number two, poverty. And unemployment. Spread out in society. In society, मतलब Indian society, right? The zamindars, landlords, and peasants, मतलब खेडूत, farmers, lost their land. Hence, they joined the revolt. Thus, reason to regain the lost thing back. अभी मैंने बोला ना, सबको अपना selfish motive ही दिखाई देता था. This is why people joined the revolt, right? Political reasons now. Political reasons, right? The East India Company acquired the Diwani rights to collect revenue from Battle of Buxar. After getting the rights to collect revenue from India after Battle of Buxar. After Battle of Buxar. After Battle of Buxar. They started aggressively, मतलब लूटफाट मचा रखी थी, right? They started aggressively to collect this revenue. They started aggressively to follow this policy. This policy. They aggressively followed this policy, right? Doctrines of lapse, principle of annexation, and diplomacy. Rani Singh and Raja Karuna Singh of Bihar, who were among the victims, joined the victims. They made different policies. Different policies to loot India. To loot India, such as policy of annexation and subsidiary system and all these things. सब नाम अलग अलग है, लेकिन एक ही मतलब था, मैक्सिमम भारत में से फायदा कैसे इंग्लैंड उठाए. अंडरस्टूड? एक ही मकसद था, नाम सब अलग थे, मकसद एक था, राइट? सो रानी लक्ष्मीबाई राजा कुंवर सिंह, etc. were the victims of these, ऐसे तो कई पॉलिसी आती ना, of these policies. Hence, they joined the revolt. Hence, they joined the revolt. Right? So, these are the political reason. Then it comes to military reason. Right? Then it comes to military reasons. Come on. Military reasons. Right? The number of British officers. Right? The number of British officers The number of British officers and soldiers and soldiers were very less in India compared to Indians. Indian to Indian soldiers. मतलब मरते तो सिपाही मरते थे, ब्रिटिश तो ऑफिसर रैंक में देते थे, बराबर है। जहां भी माथाकूट होती थी तो ऑफिसर रैंक वाले बच जाते, सोल्जर्स मरते थे, हमारे शहादत के लिए आगे जाते थे, राइट। द रेशियो of this was approximately 6:1. The ratio was approximately 6:1. 6 भारतीय सैनिक थे तो एक ब्रिटिश सैनिक था, राइट। इन आर्मी उस टाइम तो नेवी और एयरफोर्स वह सब तो नहीं था, इसलिए, बराबर। द हायर पोस्ट ऑफ मिलिट्री वर रिजर्व फॉर ब्रिटिश। द हायर पोस्ट in army was reserved for British. Higher post in army was reserved for British. The opportunity of promotion was very limited to Indian soldiers. The opportunity of promotion to Indian soldiers were very limited. Barabar? There was a big difference between the salary of Indian soldiers and British officers. There was a big difference of salary between Indian soldiers and British, right? So there was the dissatisfaction among Indians, right? अभी कारण बाकी, हाँ। The soldiers, the Indian foot soldiers, the Indian foot soldiers, मतलब सिपाही, just received rupees 7 per month as a salary. while British soldiers was paid 140 rupees per month, right? हमारे सैनिक की सैलरी 7 रुपया थी और ब्रिटिश सैनिक की सैलरी तकरीबन 140 रुपीस थी, बराबर. As per religious restriction, the Indian soldiers were not allowed to cross the sea, right? As per religious restriction, the Indian soldiers were not allowed to cross the sea. Were not allowed to cross the sea. Or else the person would be treated as an outcast, or else the person would be treated as a outcast. वो जानबूझ के हमारे सोल्जर्स को ऐसा करते थे, बराबर. Thus, like other Indians, there was huge dissatisfaction among Indian soldiers regarding these treatment. Thus, they joined the revolt. Right? So ultimately, this was the different parameters, different conditions, why each and every Indian wanted to join the revolt. So, as I told you once again, we will go in brief. What was the reasons for outbreak of revolt? Reason 1, social and religious reforms. These reforms was not accepted in society. People were ignorant and uneducated, whatsoever, you can say anything. But they did not support these reforms, and hence they joined hands with the revolters and they joined the revolt. Second reason was economic reason. You know, since Battle of Buxar, India was looted and looted and looted. 1857 तक तो खत्म हो गया था हिंदुस्तान, जो एक समय के सोने के चिड़िया का देश था, आज बिल्कुल खत्म हो गया था. पॉवर्टी, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, स्टारवेशन, भूखमरा, ये सब किसी ने कभी सदियों से नहीं देखा था, वो सब देखने को मिला. सारी जमीन जायदादें छीनने लगी, जागीरदार, लैंडलॉर्ड्स ऑल बिकेम लैंडलेस. So these people supported the revolt. Then political reasons we know. After Battle of Buxar, different policies were established. But the main aim of this policy was to gain maximum power to British and enslave Indian kings. They were successful in this. Hence, almost each and every kings lost their kingship or kingdoms. So they joined the revolt. And the most important reason was military reason, which I made you to write. Sheer partiality was performed. Indian soldier was paid 7 rupees, British soldier was paid 140 rupees. Officer rank was reserved for just British. Indian soldiers were there to die. No promotion whatsoever, bravery they produce in the battlefield, but no, they will just remain sepoy means sepoys. They were there to carry the orders of British. Right? Secondly, rank injustice, because at that time we could not cross ocean or water. This was known to these people, British. But still, they sent Indian soldiers outside to fight for themselves. They used to send to Africa, they used to send to eastern part of Asia. So once they have crossed water, they were banned from society. They were outbreaken from the society. उसको समाज में नहीं रहना, ऐसा कायदा कानून उस वक्त समाज में था. वो जानते हुए भी वो लोग ऐसा करते थे. And that is why there was huge dissatisfaction among Indian soldiers. And thus, they joined the revolt. Right? So, these are the different reasons why the revolt of 1857 took place. Right? So, now take your homework, children. Come on. Question number 1. Right? Mention the political reason for the revolt of 1857. Mention the political reasons for the revolt of 1857. Number 2, mention the military reasons for the revolt of 1857. So, these are the 2 questions which I am giving you as a part of your homework. Number 1, mention the political reason for the revolt of 1857. And number 2, mention the military reasons for the revolt of 1857. With this, we are coming to the end of lecture 25 of lesson number 9, that is called freedom movement of. Now, in lecture number 26, we will continue with other reasons and other happenings with our topic. Okay, children, till then, see you, goodbye, take care, and produce your homework, because I am not receiving homework in time, or many number I am seeing children not doing the homework. You please do your homework, children. Have interest in your studies. Don't just ignore your studies, children. Right? So, this was the whole story of today's chapter. Right? Okay.